was our last discussion? Our last discussion and last session is about AC circuits. AC circuits. So for AC circuits, we calculated average value, and RMS value too. So what is the average value of a sinusoidal excitation? So IM is equal to 2IM by pi. This is about I average 2IM by pi. So if you want to represent the same with respect to the voltage, V average will be 2 Vm by pi. And what will be the RMS value? IRMS will be Im by root 2. Im by root 2. If you represent the same with respect to the voltage value, V average is equal to Vm by root 2. This is what the equivalent equations we calculated from our AC excitation. Yes, no. So if you try to analyze it from this, can I write it as? You can consider Im or Vm. Any one of the value can be calculated. If a sinusoidal is represented with respect to the current, you denote it as 2 Im by pi. Where the same sinusoidal excitation is given with respect to the voltage value, you use the word Vm. Right. So let us take an example. V average is equal to 2 into Vm by pi. Yes or no? So, sorry sir, 2 by pi into Vm. Can I write like this? Of course I can. If you take the value of 2 by pi, 2 by pi will be given as, what is the 2 by pi value? Something around 0.6603 Vm. So it means that 0.603 times of Vm is called VRMS value. Now from this, can I compress it to 60% of total value? So no. Or else 0.603 percentage of Vm, or I can call the same as 60% of Vm is called as average value. So it means if you observe the sinusoidal excitation like this, so this is what the Vm total value or total voltage, but average value never be equal to the total value, that is Vm. Average value will be equal to 2 by pi into Vm. So nothing but average value will be 60% of this total value, or 0.603% of Vm. Let's take an example. If you try to calculate VRMS, VRMS is equal to, can I write it as Vm by root 2? So can I write it as 1 by root 2 into Vm? 1 by root 2 value will be given like this, 0.707 something around. Right? 7 by 7. So can I say it as 70% of Vm? So what the point we need to conclude from this discussion is, average value will be always 60% of total value, or Vm, or maximum value, whereas average value will be 70% of total value, or Vm. So this is what the representation I am going to make now. So now what I am trying to do is, I am just taking a sinusoidal excitation that is half wave, or else I can call it as what? So on the x-axis we are going to be take what's the time anyhow. On y-axis we are going to be take what? Total value, or I can say Im also. If you take Im, you try to calculate with respect to Im and all. If you try to take Vm, you take 2 Vm by pi like this. So Im or Vm will be the game sense. Im means maximum current, Vm means maximum voltage. That's it. So from this, can I represent it as, this is the Vm value. Of course, this is Vm. Now, if I am representing these values of the sinusoidal excitation, whichever I drawn over there. So now, what will be the average value? Average value will be 60%. Yes or no? 60 means, if you understand it as 50%, this is total 100 you call, and this is 50%, let's say. 60 will be something around like this. So now, can I take what is V average? Can I take V average here? Now, if you try to take a RMS value on the same excitation. RMS value will be 70% of it. So 60, now it will be 70 around here. VRMS value. This is what? VRMS value. So average value is 60% of total value, whereas RMS value is 70% of total value. Now, if you try to understand it, T means time, 1 by time will be frequency. So I can understand frequency also on x-axis. Right. Now let's see. If you try to observe this sinusoidal excitation out here, and this is the point where the voltage is suddenly rising, and this is the point where the voltage is suddenly falling, yes or no? Can I understand it as F1 frequency or F2 frequency? Nothing but where the voltage is suddenly rising is called upper cutoff frequency, where the value is suddenly falling is called lower cutoff frequency. Upper cutoff frequency will be having a lower value, lower cutoff frequency having some higher value like this. So, and where it is attaining the maximum value, this I'm calling it as maximum frequency, or I can say it as F naught, also known as resonance frequency. F naught is also known as resonance frequency. This was the representation. Now, from this discussion, I would like to clarify one more thing. What it is? Peak factor. Peak factor. Factor is nothing but it is a ratio. Peak factor means the ratio between two peak values. So from this, what about two peak values? Vm. What is the second peak value? Vrms. Right? So it is a ratio between, if you try to represent with respect to some definition, ratio between maximum value to the RMS value. So now peak factor. What is the Vm? Vm is nothing but what? Maximum value. What is the Vrms? Vrms will be this one. Now if you substitute the what it is from the sinusoidal excitation, Vm will be maximum value. So Vm I given like this only. What about Vrms? Just I derived now. Vrms will be Vm by root 2. Vm by root 2. From this Vm into root 2 by Vm. In this what happens? This will be cancels each other. Root 2 value will be 1.414. So peak factor of sinusoidal excitation will be 1.414. Very important concept it is. Right. This is what about peak factor. If you calculate form factor will be equal to the ratio between two. You exclude the maximum value. Now you try to take the ratio between the RMS to the V average. So or else it is the ratio between average value to the RMS value to the average value. This is what the form factor. Now, what is the VRMS value? That what we calculated here. VRMS will be Vm by root 2. Right. What about V average? V average will be 2 Vm by 5. 2 Vm by 5. Right. Vm gets cancelled. Now 1 by root 2 into pi by 2. So Vm cancelled. So 1 by root 2 into pi by 2. Reverse it. Now if you calculate it, what happens? The total value will be 1.11. This will be the form factor. So form factor of the sinusoidal will be 1.11, whereas peak factor of a sinusoidal will be 1.414. This is what the idea regarding to the AC circuits if you compress that on a same, right? Now one more factor to be, right, that is Q factor. Q factor means quality factor. Q factor means quality factor. So Q is equal to, if you are going to understand it, just F1 will be having what's up, where the voltage is suddenly rising, F2 is where the voltage is suddenly falling. The difference between these two will be given as F2 minus F1 will be given as del F, where del F is nothing but what's up, bandwidth. Del F is bandwidth. Right. This is what is the difference between both the frequencies, F2 minus F1. F2 minus F1 is nothing but difference of frequency. So del of frequency. Del of frequency is also known as bandwidth, because we trying to calculating the width of this. So del of is equal to nothing but F2 minus F1. Where how the Q factor is defined is, Q factor is nothing but ratio between resonance frequency to the bandwidth. Ratio between resonance frequency to the bandwidth. So now can I, resonance frequency will be F0, where del F can I substitute as F2 minus F1. So this is what the quality factor equation, and very important for your examination, the quality factor. Where this is what's a peak factor, and this is what's a palm factor. Directly you can say what is the peak factor of a sinusoidal excitation, 1.414, and what is the palm factor of sinusoidal, 1.11. So this is what about the representation of AC by using a single off cycle. So what the point here is, AC means it will be having both the off cycles, positive as well as negative. So for that, to consider that, to analyze that, what we are trying to do is, we are trying to calculating average value and RMS values, and that average values and RMS values are representing on the excitation like this.